some questions for Yannick.
Is that kind of one of those games? Defensively, you guys played well, but overall, there were some mistakes and penalties that you just try to flush out as quickly as possible and move on to the next one.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always tough when you take a loss, and defensively, I feel like even in the first quarter, we could have had some better fits and made sure they didn't score on the first drive. So as a defensive guy, I take a lot of responsibility. I know all of us take a lot of responsibility on that. So yeah, it's tough.
All the players and the coaches that we talked to so far said the team responded pretty quickly emotionally after everything that happened this week. What went into that? I'm sure it's harder, done than it is said when it comes to bouncing back from something.
Yeah, absolutely. We lost one of our brothers, unfortunately, and we're doing everything we can to support him and pray for him. And then at the same time, we had to focus and lock in on this week because we had another game with the Giants. And I felt personally we had a great week of practice. Unfortunately, we couldn't pull it out.
You know that everyone outside the building is going to say today happened because you guys were dealing with everything else and the emotions. Is that a wrong narrative to?
I think there's no excuses. There's always going to be things that happen in life, regardless of what field you're in. If you're in football, if you are just anybody, any kind of field, it's going to be adversity, and it's all about how you respond.
You, I think, took the lead back from Max in the sack race. Is that important to you?
No. At the end of the day, I would have wished we would have won that game. At the end of the day, I'm trying to go to the playoffs. That's what I'm in it for.
What did you see on that strip sack, and did you feel like that was going to be a turning point for you guys?
Yeah, I was hoping that momentum would have shifted, and we could have really put our foot on their necks and win that game. But at the end of the day, those guys get paid too. They made great plays. They won the turnover margin, and whoever wins the turnover margin has a great chance of winning the game. So we got to make sure we make more turnovers as well.
You mentioned the goals and objectives that you guys have, and that is to make the playoffs. How do you make sure that what happened today just stays right here and doesn't get on that plane with you back home to Las Vegas?
This is a very mature team. We take adversity really well. This is only our third loss. And as men, we need to go into the building tomorrow, watch the tape, reevaluate, and be super critical upon ourselves individually and get it fixed.
You left for a minute in the game. Was that a hand issue? Or
it was nothing. I don't know why they pulled me. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is your, and obviously the losses was top of mind right now, but I think this is your third two-sack game in the last four contests. Do you feel like something started clicking for you just in this portion of the season? Yeah,
when you got guys on the opposite side of me like Max, and you got guys on the interior like Fi, Q, Solly, like those guys, they help a lot, with the push, and especially the back end. Those guys are doing their thing. So, all credit to those guys for helping me. Absolutely.
Is there anything about playing football after the events of both this week and kind of the last month also with the adversity you've been through? Do you think it's affected you guys much on the field?
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. I feel like the camaraderie, the energy was there. Like I said, just a couple misfits on defense. It's a team game, so all three phases, we can all do better. I'm pretty sure guys are thinking about that right now. So, like I said, you're going to face outside adversity, and it's just all about how you respond.
You guys all set? All right. Thank you, guys.